Well, Mike Abdul joins us in studio. You don't have to wait too long to find out who our guest is. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
He's 69.
Oh, amazing.
And he's riding a motorbike.
Inspiring.
I must say, you're one of those people I always look at and I'm like, it's like you're not aging in that sense. You're growing younger. It's still the same Mike Abdul. That's the same energy.
Midnight crew.
Exactly. So, what are you guys in the same WhatsApp group? Of this Forever Young?
Honestly, I was just feeling him. I think it's transgenerational, and I think that's it for me. You know, I think I want to be able to translate. You know, what happened in my generation in the culture to the emerging cultures. You know, I want to translate it to them, let them understand what this essence is all about.
Amazing.
Yes.
It's good to see you.
Thank you.
Always good to see you. You have a very interesting personality. You're calm right now.
I am.
But when you grab the mic, it's a different person entirely. And I was like, is it the same person? So what exactly happens between this person and then the person you are on stage? Is it like Superman, you just
amazing
and tear it off? Just on the side, I've always wondered.
Yeah, I get you. So I think the calm guy prepares the stage guy for what he's gonna do. You understand what I'm saying? So a lot of times it comes with the energy, you know, of your presentation, right? You know, your convictions, and then you need to paint pictures for the people to understand. People love to see what they hear. So you must be able to give them that feeling, make it true, make it relatable, you know, believable, so to speak. You understand? And so, yeah, that's what I do. I also feed off the energy of the people, all right? The energy also of the content, you know, and yeah.
Because I must tell you, I've listened to your songs and I've lost control. You know when you lose home training, you forget home training, and when you're dancing.
Yes,
well, speak to us. What have you been up to? I know for musicians, gospel artists, you probably don't have as much free time. It's always from an event to the other. You're in the studio, or you're traveling, you're touring. So your schedule is normally full.
Yes.
But what have you been up to in the past, let's say, 1 month now?
All right. Yes, the past 1 month, I've. Well, before 1 month ago, I was cooking something in my mind. I called it Fuji Rush.
Right.
You know, it's supposed to be like a series, right? So I just released the first part of that series. It's called Fuji Rush, and yeah, it's out there. So I intend to bring the Fujiness to a new culture, you know, a new generation, you know, let them just understand what the Fujiness is about, you know. So basically, that's what I've done, and I hope that the other series would make clearer my intentions.
You know, for me, remembering you, I have to go way back. Back test, they call it in some spaces.
Yes.
Midnight crew.
Yes, please.
Maybe it's an opportunity to you to get. I'm sure you've answered this question.
Yes.
And I'm sure you're bored. But we'll ask again. Since this is your first time on the show.
Yes, sir.
What happened to Midnight Crew?
Time happened. You know, purpose happened. So Midnight Crew was very deliberate group, you know, a deliberate organization. We knew what we wanted to do, we knew the purpose. So we came in, started the work, and we were done with that work in 10 years. So after 10 years of Midnight Crew, we decided to have individual expressions where each has the capacity, you know, to do it, and that's what happened to Midnight Crew.
So it wasn't like there was a disagreement.
Not at all.
There was a fallout. There were altercations.
What we had was an agreement, really.
Okay. Fantastic.
Yes.
Talk to us about. There's a song I'm telling them. Let's prep that song. The song, one of your songs I like the most. I don't know when you released it. Ojoro. Talk to us about that particular song.
Yeah. So Ojoro was my way of explaining what grace is to the streets. I'm one for, you know, removing the lines, the invisible lines between the sacred and the streets. So as much as possible, I want to let the street understand what grace is. So the only way I could do it was liken it like a parable, liken it to Ojoro. So that's why you hear me say them, say the blessing where you do Ojoro. Meaning that when God blesses you, it's not because you worked so hard, but because He has favored you, you know. So it's my way of promoting godliness in unlikely places.
So I want us to take a listen to that song for people who may not have heard it.
Yes.
If you've not heard it, I don't know what's going on. Okay, so let's take a listen to the song. We'll be back with Mike. Sing that song before he leaves here. The vibe, the energy, the nuances, everything is so beautiful and very relatable. Like you know, my favorite part of that song. I don't want to do it. You do it. You heard me when I said that's my favorite part of the song. People don't get to understand. We just hear these songs and we feel it, we vibe to it, we enjoy it, we worship with it, whatever it is we want to do with it.
Yes.
But the skill, the musicianship, if you will, permit me to use that word.
True.
The technicality that goes into your kind of music. Walk us through it. It's not. I have a little bit of appreciation for music, and I know that it's not a joke.
True.
Talk to us about it.
Yes, I think basically for me, because I really want to talk to people on the street. I don't want to make it mathematical. I don't want to make music difficult for you. I don't want you to start solving the problem. I want to solve the problem for you. So as much as possible, I want to use melodies that you can relate with, you know. So I think for me, I had to study melodies, right? And when the melodies come like that, I do not interfere with the flow, you know, and as much as possible, I make sure that the lyrics sit well in the melody so that when it hits you, that's a word. You accept it before you think about it. You feel it, then you can think later. That's it, right? So that's the intention. So as much as possible, you're thinking of the elements, you know, that will make it a hit. You're thinking, what should the bass be saying? What should the drums be saying? When should the snare keep quiet? And things like that. So we're thinking like that, painting pictures with the sound so that when you release it along with the lyrics, the receivers, the people that hear you, can paint your intention in their heart. Without a video, they can paint the intention already, right? So that way, it's relatable. They can feel it. They can own the song, and that's what makes some songs evergreen.
Fantastic. So from Ojoro, transition to Fuji Rush.
Yes.
It's like this year, you just want to give us back to back to back. But it's always interesting the way you approach music, gospel music, and you've said it. You said you don't want it to be mathematical.
Yes, please.
You don't want the audience to solve any equation. You've solved it, just present it to them.
Yes.
And I want to go all the way back because you're a Fuji gospel artist.
Come on now.
And now this is a question you've had to answer a lot. But the origin of Fuji music itself, it goes back to Alhaji Sikiru. And you know, they say if I name Fuji after the Japanese mountain, Mount Fuji. And then they say Fuji is derived from Were music to Ajisari and all of that. So when you look at the origin of Fuji music itself, it's not gospel in that sense. So how are you able to infuse that? Because some will say, well, the origin is not gospel. How are you gospelizing it and still making it get this kind of impact? So for you, how did that happen and how does it work?
Yeah, it's a mindset thing. I grew up to quickly understand that the people are not made for religion. Religion is made for the people, So the most important is the people. Right. So for the people, regardless of where the music comes from, it becomes their culture. As a matter of fact, when information is to be sent out to people, you send it in form of melodies so that it can be retentive, so that the people it can stay with the people. So it becomes part of a culture that forms them. You'll be losing a lot to start thinking, oh, this is not. It doesn't have gospel origin, so I'm not going to use it. You'll really be losing a lot because already that's the people. It lives with them. They grew up with it. So I think your best bet is to go for the people and speak a language they understand.
So for the Greeks, I became like...
Fuji is a big language. It's a big language. It's a big language. And we just thought that to get our information across to the people, you have to speak their language.
You know, let's join you to speak that language this morning and listen to a snippet of Fuji Rush. So this is not mathematical, yes, okay? Please. This is just Fuji Rush by Mike Abdul. Let's give you a snippet. You can stream it later, but let's share it together. Did you say who goes you? Jeffrey, over to you.
I'm thinking from one yes, you're coming for their job. You're retiring them, right? But it's, as we're going to wind down, beautiful. Look, which is why I asked about the skill level. Your range is impeccable. And this is not like patronizing. It's what I've observed. I don't know whether there's any kind of music you can't do.
Thank you, man.
So thank you so much for what you do.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
The expression you put out. But
thank you.
You have to do a line of That's Our Favorite Ojoro song. That will let you go in just a moment.
I think I'm having a new favorite now with this Fuji Rush. Papa's Ojoro.
Ojoro is still, Fuji is still new.
Yeah.
This one is still new, so Ojoro has been there.
Them say, the blessing way you do, Ojoro. Them say, salvation way you do, Ojoro. You bless the boy, you give him victory, Ojoro.
Dun, dun.
The girl is fine, oh, fresh and beautiful, Ojoro.
Dun, dun.
This Ojoro, this Ojoro, this Ojoro used to for me.